Can we turn up? Can we turn up? Can we turn up? Can we turn up?
Then, thirdly, I will introduce this group that is based in Nigeria that are working towards educating youth on climate change and community justice using their local language, and in doing so, growing youth's power to organize and to create change. And that is Dean. So congratulations, Dean, for being
Dean is an initiative that empowers youth and rural communities in Africa to tackle climate challenges through advocacy, capacity building, and grassroots action. And it's guided by a vision of inclusivity and participatory democracy. And Dean bridges the gap between citizens and decision makers to foster climate justice and sustainable development. Hello, Ngozi, over to you.
Thank you.
About the project.
Thank you, Alonso. Dean believes in the power of people's stories. Dean understands that even though people and their challenges are direct target of development-oriented programs and initiatives, yet oftentimes the concerned people are not intentionally listened to, their struggles are not deliberately explored, and this results in their stories being unintentionally curated for them. At Dean, we cherish the raw story of the people, that's our constituents which we serve. We believe in their stories are the spirit of our solution ideas. This is why over the years we have worked strategically with marginalized rural communities and more often very hard to reach grassroots communities in Nigeria through a strategy that we call the Community Project Partnership Council. We developed this initiative for a continuous ongoing learning process for both us and our host communities, and to nurture healthy relationship structures that are anchored on a mutual trust system. And this is how we have, over the years, used our work to strengthen connections and network to advance sustainable results in our areas of intervention. From running a GoFundMe to provide access to clean and safe drinking water for 10 different communities, with which more than 5,000 children were saved from waterborne infection, and more than 1,000 of these children re-enrolled into school after dropping out due to illness related to contaminated drinking water. To the rolling back of the impact of COVID-19 on the school reopening process in poor and marginalized communities who lack access to hygiene facilities to support them in maintaining consistent hygiene behavior. Through a partnership with World Largest Lesson UK and Rekit Benkis, we were able to equip 5,000 students from 200 schools with hygiene behavioral change learning, and provided them with personal hygiene kit that contains soap, hand sanitizers, nose masks, and reusable towel. This single initiative affected over 20,000 household families. Responding to the continued threat of climate change to the community level, smallholders, farmers, and low-income women, we have supported 300 women post-COVID with economic recovery skills and built a safe space group for them to network and strengthen each other. We facilitated a group of 100 smallholders farmers and provided them platforms and instruments to share stories of how climate crises affect them differently and share local solutions for adaptation and mitigation. These low-income women and smallholder farmers had their resilience strengthened in the face of climate emergencies. Empowering young people through education to lead local climate communication and action, we have led a national school climate education campaign that seeks to integrate climate education into the school curriculum. This effort has gained national momentum. Using our specialized climate curriculum, we have trained 5,000 youth climate educators who have carried out climate workshop sessions in over 1,000 schools across Nigeria, reaching more than 10,000 students. Through our various programs focused on local communities, we have established a niche as an organization whose work through our Community Project Partnership Council is co-created with grassroots communities. We are one of the largest youth network builders in Nigeria. We have youth group hub in every state of Nigeria and with partnership in Ghana, Kenya, and Zimbabwe. Our network of youth coalition and group is part of our greatest strength because we are located at the grassroots. We understand the challenges associated with local communities and how the climate crisis impacts them. This has played a part in integrating climate justice and strengthening community resilience in the face of the climate crisis. Finally, with the support from Climate Justice Resilience Front, we are so happy to be selected because most times we hear of Lake Chad, but the stories that are being told are stories of insecurity and terrorism. But with this support, we are able to tell the story of the everyday challenges faced by people whose livelihood has been affected due to the shrinking of 90% of the Lake Chad basin. And we believe that their stories will really speak to how they have continued in face of the existing climate crisis, continue to survive and build resilience. And we are so happy that we get to meet other people that were selected, and together we hope to contribute in our parts in addressing climate change for marginalized communities. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have spoken word artists. They will represent Valentine. Can you unmute? Yes, he will be doing that. Thank you, Alonso.
Hello. Thank you, Alonso and Ngozi. So I'll be performing a poem titled The Beauty of Green. So let me go. I love the beauty of green. When dew trickles down the blade of grass at the break of dawn, when a grove of bamboo shimmers at the feet of the sun, when a terrace of olives connotes a magical scene as viewed from the top of a cliff, and beneath there is a choir of birds singing. No place like home, no home like nest. At best, I love the beauty of green in the warming of spring, when lakes at births are but puddle drops of hope and relief for slender trees begging to bloom, because there is a war as the desert wind looms over the earth, ravaging lands at extreme, sand dunes of the Sahara, Lake Chad on the edge of its crisis, diminishing in what the lush, fresh body it used to be, the place where every living thing would be and breathe forever. But now that beauty is being gone, like old age coming from a youth being plumbed. Home, plants, livestock, and livelihood flood to the edge of existing no more. No more can the lake run through the veins of affected communities, nor their farms be plowed, making refugees of children who die of thirst, disease, and hunger. Children who once loved to wash in the stream and at the end would carry pots filled up to the brim back homes to their mothers. Oh, it was fun out in the fields chasing butterflies and grasshoppers, playing hide and seek behind palm fronds until evening calls for soccer. And at supper, a little girl and her brother would drool over fresh fruits on the table. Yes, life was that stable, but not anymore. Not with the chopping of woods and burning of bushes, not with the ashes, not with the soil losing its nutrients, not with the shrinking of the due to conflict, not with the radical change in climate, not with our hands locked in our pockets, while the desert's borders spread wide barren. See, our world doesn't need more cities than an army of trees, walls thick around the flow of life, the flow of Chad, the lake. Thank you.
Hello.
Salud.
Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salud.
Cheers.
I use the water
Salud,
bottle.
Edward. Salud,
Cheers.
Joseph.
Wow, salud.
ধন্যবাদ বাংলাদেশ থেকে ধন্যবাদ
Dhonwad.
থ্যাংক ইউ
Yeah,
Good. Salud, John.
Ekufaji. Ekufaji. That one is from Yoruba in Nigeria. Ekufaji.
Ekufanyi.
From Bangladesh, Shagotom, Shushagotom. That means welcome. Shushagotom from Bangladesh.
Shushagotom.
Welcome.
Cheers. Cheers to everyone.